welcome to the 10th event of Seaweed Marble Association Season 2. It's the relay race. We'll start with a bit of a history lesson. Last season this was featured as the finale, and there were only 8 events in that one, but the Banana Ballers won both the event and the season. The Slimy Shells were the only ones who could track them down at that point, and they failed to do so, resulting in a second place finish overall for the Slimy Shells. But right now it's the Blood Moons who actually hold the lead, and quite a few teams in there chasing them down, including the Beach Balls, Balls of Flame, and Slimy Shells. And we'll get things started with the championship leaders, the Blood Moons, and the Tropics, a team that's not too far behind the championship race, but it is the Blood Moons who look like they're going to advance in this one. A 6.77 is a pretty fast time. You'll notice that there's a lot of blocks and marbles just flying all over the place, and unless a run is disrupted, there won't be any penalties for that. You can see nothing was really changed from the Tropics knocking that block down to the bottom lane. So a bit of a wide margin between the two, but we will see how the rest of the event goes for the Blood Moons. And now the Slimy Shells and Balls of Flame. These are two teams in the upper mid pack, both looking to have a good finish here, and it will be the Balls of Flame who end up taking it 7-4-1 and 7-2-3. Those two times aren't the best, but the Balls of Flame are still able to advance, and that's all that really matters. The Slimy Shells, that's unfortunate. They're sitting like they need a good points haul in this event, and it doesn't look like they're going to get it with a 7-4-1. And now the Flying Fish and Beach Balls. This is an important event for the Beach Balls as well, who are the only team right now with a real chance at catching the Blood Moons up top, and they will advance 7-0-3 to the Flying Fish's 7-3-9. So that proves that Slimy Shells' time is still currently sitting in last place with only one heat of the first round to go. So the most points they can gather right now is only 2, and that's really going to hurt them. So now the Crystal Crew and Banana Ballers are final heat of the first round. It's dead even right now. Who's going to jump ahead? Banana Ballers? Yes, they will. Crystal Crew get hung up a little bit in the end there. And the Banana Ballers running just over 7 seconds, 7:01 to be exact, and the Crystal Crew was 7:13. That's not a bad time at all. That should put them into 5th overall. And that does mean that the Slimy Shells are going to finish dead last in this event. They had a poor showing last event, and that will continue here. Now the Blood Moons and Balls of Flame. The Blood Moons again, and they will win this one by a wide margin. Balls of Flame cannot compete. 6.62, Blood Moons besting their first time by 0.05 of a second. They continue to dominate this event, but we'll see how it goes, or what the Beach Balls have to say about that in the next heat. Balls of Flame really got hung up there, and you can see the Blood Moons fans, they are thrilled, really excited to see their team, a new team this year, doing well. Now the Beach Balls and Banana Ballers, this one's really important for the Beach Balls. Banana Ballers really just competing to stay alive here. But the Beach Balls, they're narrowly going to take it. As I was saying, the Banana Ballers, they're just in a fight to stay out of last place with the Crystal Crew right now. Fight, they are winning, but just barely. And they're really even right there. Banana Ballers actually just a bit ahead, but the Banana Ballers, not the best push into the 4th leg, and that means that the Beach Balls will move on. So now the 3rd place match. Banana Ballers out to a fast start, and they're just stretching it. Oh, now it's evened up a little bit. Banana Ballers, another poor handoff in the final sector, and that will allow the Balls of Flame to cruise past and take this bronze medal. Banana Ballers still shouldn't be too disappointed with the 4th place, although they did hold the lead for the majority of that race, and held the lead for a little bit in the semifinal. So that should help the Balls of Flame try to catch up to the rest of the teams. And there you can see the stands. They are packed as always. They're excited for this final. This is a big one. Blood Moons and Beach Balls, probably the top 2 teams. And it is the Blood Moons who are out in front, and they're going to win the event. The Blood Moons are your champions of the relay. 6.78, the only team to run a time lower than 7 seconds, and they did it all 3 times. A wide margin of victory there. You can see the Beach Balls fell behind fairly early, and they just could not catch up. So that will no doubt extend the Blood Moons' lead. I wouldn't be too surprised if they're guaranteed to hold the lead into after the next event. So it's the warm-colored teams on top here, and then the Slimy Shells all the way down there in 8th. Not what they wanted. They're going to fall behind a little bit. Here's the podium. Beach balls, balls of flame, and the blood moons on the top. Blood moons, let's see where they go, and they still remain in first place, and that's a 16-point gap down to the beach balls, who move into second place. A really wide margin, which guarantees that the blood moons will have the lead coming into the final event, no matter what happens in the next one, Collision. Slimy Shells fall down 2, Tropics fall down 1. Balls of Flame with their bronze medal are up 2 into third place, a provisional podium finish for them. And the Flying Fish, Banana Ballers, and Crystal Crew, you can see their names in yellow there. That means that all 3 of them have been eliminated from championship contention. However, they can all still finish on the podium. So only 5 teams left who can win it, 2 events to go. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.